I secretly admire you, respect you, adore you, and root for you because you're the
Stop.
kindest human I know.
Stop.
No,
You don't
beyond
know
all
me
that,
that well, Suvir, then that means you just don't know me that well.
you know what? I think you put on a facade.
No, I don't. No, absolutely. Even last night someone asked me, they were like, does anyone know the real Orry? And I was like, ew, there's only one Orry. The same person you meet in the morning is the same one in the evening, the
But
same
that
one in
I
the afternoon, the
understand.
same one at night. There's no like
Pretend
one Orry
Orry.
here and one Orry. No,
In your 24?
don't ask such questions.
Is it only for wine? Age? Are you fine wine?
Age don't mean a thing if you got that swing.
Age would mean a thing if you got that win. Wow. So what's that on your? Is that a seahorse?
This is a seahorse, yeah.
When you wore it for me, I'm told.
I void for it. This, I think, is the essence of my beauty. And, seahorses is the only species in the world where the male reproduces.
So can you reproduce?
No, I cannot.
We don't know yet, though.
No, we definitely do know men do not reproduce, Savi.
But
There are only two genders.
there are no other gender.
No, I don't believe so.
You don't believe in those
No,
in
no,
between.
I do not. I'm a firm believer of two genders.
Like Donald Trump.
Yes. And 75% of America as well who voted for him.
Are you a fan?
I am, yeah.
Come on.
I am a public Donald Trump fan.
Where's
In fact, when I came out as a Donald Trump fan, people went crazy and they were in shock. And I was like, I've been campaigning for him for months.
Where?
For free on my Instagram account. Like, why is this a shock? I did a whole post. I voted. I had my ballot. There's a video of me signing the ballot, posting the ballot. I did it. In fact, now I've adopted his dance steps also. So last night I was at a club and I was doing this and people were recording and I was like, oh.
You are crazy good. How do I become Orry? I have dreams of becoming Orry. I keep thinking, oh, one day I'll wake up and I'll be Orry. People want to become Cinderella. I want to become Orry.
We actually have a cap that says, when I grow up,
I want to be Orry.
And
how do I do
we
that?
sell
Though?
it. So,
Beyond the cap.
So I will be honest, you can't become, it's not something you can just wake up and become, but it is something you can achieve. And I tell everyone that if you just fill an application and you get selected, you can join my team in perseverance of one day becoming me.
And how do they do this? And
You submit an application. It's a minion application. I had announced this on TV.
Minion
before.
application.
Yes, it's a minion application. And I judge you by your skills. And all Orries have different skills. They all have different skills. And once in a while, I'll put up the job posting saying looking for a new minion to add to the group. And then once you are selected, you get a lot of access. One to me, but I take my little posse everywhere I go. So you get access to the places I go, the people I meet, the opportunities that come my way. One of my minions is trying to be like an actor, like, in TV ads and stuff like that. And he was kind of rejected for one of these ads. And he was in one of my reels as the side character. That was his JD. And the next day he called me. He was like, you posted that reel. And those people who didn't select me for the ad, they called me and they were like, oh, we'd love for you to do it. And he got the job. And then at the end of giving him the job, they were like, oh, how do you know Orry? So that little glow of light that comes out of me or on me, I would like to share it with the people around me. And that's eventually how you achieve being Orry or Nirvana.
Do we have wattage for this light?
What does that mean?
How many watt bulb is the Orry
Oh,
light?
no, it comes from within. So I was at a party the other day with Urvashi Rautela, okay? And she's entered the party. And I was on the table. I was a host and it was her birthday. And she enters the club. And I was like staring at her. And I was like, what the hell? She has come with this spotlight on her. Not the club spotlight. She brought her own. She showed up and it wasn't a little iPhone torch and it wasn't a selfie light that you can hold in your hand. No, this was a light. Like she had a man, I don't know if there were wheels or not, but he's carrying this light. And I have the video of her. And the thing is, I, as a celebrity at the event who's hosting the event, by natural body muscles and reaction, took out my phone and recorded. Like that was the power of her light. Like it didn't matter who you were. You could be Donald Trump and you would take out your phone to record Urvashi's entrance. And I was just like, this woman knows what she's doing. And I've never had to do that because my light comes from within. Like when I enter a room.
So are you giving her a compliment? Or?
Oh, no, it's a full compliment. I was taking notes and I looked at the group and I was like, which one of you brought the light for me? Like, I can't carry the burden of this all the time. Like, look at this woman. And I got revenge on her that evening. So we were dancing on the DJ booth together to her song.
Like Donald Trump?
No, we were doing WWD. And as everyone was recording, I pushed her on her own song nonetheless. And I was like, that's me getting revenge on you for the light. And she tried to blind me once. But
did she fall?
she did. She toppled over. That posted the video myself. I posted. I was like, Urvashi, you are taking too much attention. This is not okay. I'm feeling very insecure, and your physical spotlight is outshining my inner glow.
So, do you do such naughty things often?
Yes, of course.
What have you done that hasn't made it out to the public
Everything
yet?
I do will make it out to the public. I would not do it if it wasn't.
That's the intention.
Do it for the views.
Would you murder for views?
I would like to be the one getting murdered for the view because I feel like that is more glamorous. So if the theme of attention seeking today is murder, I would want to play victim, not murderer. Like, I want to be the one running. I want to be the one with the cameras panning after me and the one turning around and screaming and barefoot in the rain and the snow, like, running and chit-chat with the camera on my face as I'm like, yeah, that would be my scene.
You've done this cameo for a film that perhaps may not make it, but your cameo role has made it already. Nadanya.
Yeah.
People are only talking about your appearance there. How did they manage this?
Thank you. And I resent the statement where you said a film that will not make it.
No, I said may not or may not make it.
Everything will find its place. I tell everyone when I put a piece of content out, whether it gets 5 views, 500 views, 5,000, and usually I get 5 million. But even if I get less or more, I'm okay with it because the content will find who it's meant for eventually, and the people who are meant to enjoy it will enjoy it. That being said, you must promote it so it reaches the people it must reach. But my cameo, yes. When the director Shauna asked me to do a cameo in the movie, I was like, yes. There was no other answer. And I was like, I have to do this. I absolutely have to do this. And she was so gracious and generous giving me that cameo. I posted a story today thanking her. I messaged her long. I called her and I gave her a long thing. I was like, I'm so happy. Thank you so much for the opportunity. And she was like, no, Orry, like, thank you for doing it for us. And I was like, you know what? I may be a celebrity and she may be happy that I did it. And yes, people are making reels. People are
loving it.
There are headlines about my cameo. It's few seconds in the movie and it's gone viral, which is good for the movie, but it's also good for me. And I said, I was like, Shauna, while it may have been good for you and you're saying thank you, there are many people who could have done a cameo, but you chose me. You gave me the opportunity. And I am not one to carry the burden of my multiple short-lived successes into the room. So when I enter the room, I enter as a blank slate. And so I was thankful to her. I didn't enter and say, I'm doing you a favor. I was like, no, I have so much to gain from this. And we shot this a year ago. And look at how much I've gained today. There are headlines saying Orry stole the show.
And you did. That's the point I was making. The movie will be judged when it's judged. Your performance has already been judged as a winner.
And I was so happy to do the movie because Shauna is my good friend and the cast is my good friend. I have so many members in the AD group who are my good friends. I felt at home on set. And, there are fans who came up to me on the set. And I said to those fans, I was like, I don't take pictures on sets. And they followed me from the set to the van. And that was not a short walk from Flame University to the van. I went by car. But they jogged behind and came to my van. So I was like, if they came panting and sweating to the van, I have individually met each fan and they are my friends till today. I have pictures of them from then. And when the movie came out, I was sending it to them saying, these are the pictures we took. And one of them, Ashina Shroff, and I, good friends. I met her as a fan on the set and today we are actually friends.
You did that in Nepal with people. You were clicking photographs.
Yes, I did.